And we're back. Like rhyme and song, the summer Reverie. Reverie. Anyway, so yun, continuation of the storyline quest or event quest. Punta na daw tayo sa Fatui. Natatapos lang tayo mo na part. Anyway, let's go here. Ano kaya itsura dito? Oh, ganun pa rin. Nag-red pa din. Naalala ko na unang punta namin dito, normal pa. Hindi siya red. Wala pa rin yung mga patuwi sa baba, no? Oh, nangyari. Ito si
Hey, look! Isn't that the same guy we saw on our first day here?
Everyone's gone crazy.
Oo nga.
Everyone should get out of here. They'll never wake up. But I was right, my precious. You are invincible.
Precious? What's his precious?
A miracle machine. Definitely not impossible.
I think he's referring to that machine. What a drunkard.
Oh, goodness. The smell of alcohol. Main Fräulein, please allow me to fan the fumes away with my wings.
Excellent. Please, fan them away from me, too.
Yes, sir.
Certainly.
Anis kay Oz.
I've checked the surroundings, but there's no one else here. Isn't that strange? The Fatui is a big organization, but he's the only one left at this camp. What's more, we didn't even see him the last time we were here. Even the larger gentleman from the first time is missing. I think they must be hiding somewhere. As for why they may be hiding, I'm afraid we'll have to ask him.
But he's as drunk as Toad Ford! Should we wait for him to sober up?
Cleanse him with the holy spring of punishment.
Main Fräulein means to splash him with water.
Ooh, sounds like a good idea! Let's try. Hey, he opened his eyes!
Huh?
Hey, are you one of the Fatui? Can you tell us what happened here and what that machine is for?
Fatui? Ha! Fatui! Those blockheads from the administration will regret it now! That's what you get for rejecting my research and forcing me to conduct my research on this deserted island. My precious! My precious!
Why is he crying? Looks like he has a lot of pent-up emotions.
You mocked me! And my precious invention. You don't know anything about the future. Only my invention can help us conquer the world. Idiots. Such idiots. Ow! Don't hit me. I won't blow up again. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
This man's gone insane. There's no way we can communicate with him.
He wasn't like this when we first met him. It looks like the effects have grown worse, to the point of driving him mad.
My manuscript. Only that can save.
Manuscript? Where is it?
Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me.
Official, don't yell at him.
Then I'll... Let me try. Kind sir, look at me. Now, tell me, where did you hide your manuscript?
No, don't force me to write a report.
He's completely lost in his own imagination.
Allow me. Please excuse me.
Oh, ano ginawa niya? Panis.
Oh! My butt! My brain is finally starting to work again. It's not a mushy mess anymore.
Can you tell me where you put the manuscript?
The manuscript. The manuscript is in the crack over there.
Finally! Otherwise, I was gonna have to blast some of my loudest rock and roll in his ears.
Kazuha hesitated for a long time before making a move.
Okay.
He's so nice.
Everyone, let's search the stone cracks nearby for the manuscript.
Panis. Last part of the event. Nasaan yung lalaki? Saan karak? Saan ba to? Wala man sinabi kung saan. Okay, pre. Okay ka pa? Nasapak ni Kazuha, guys. Ayun, nakita ko na.
Found it!
Congratulations! We found the key to solving the problem.
I'm not
Let
sure.
me see. Just as I thought. This machinery, named cognitive mimicry, is capable of altering the state of people's brains. It was invented by the researcher we met earlier. His name is Persakov. According to the manuscript, the Fatui officials did not support Persakov's research. They believed he had taken the wrong path. But Persakov insisted on putting his machine to use. In order to achieve that, he disassembled the machine and used his connections to transport the parts to this deserted island.
How did they find this island? The Fatui's intelligence network is not to be underestimated.
Persakov was dead set on carrying out his experiments on this island. Most of his subjects were junior Fatui soldiers who all signed a waiver beforehand. It looks like they really thought this machine would benefit the Fatui.
How does the machine work?
That's most likely top secret. The manuscript didn't reveal any details, but Persakov did mention that the machine was modeled after the power of a god.
Oh.
Does that mean there's a god connected to these dreamlike mirages and the Fatui found a way to research it?
Clearly. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to reproduce the god's power.
Mirage Archon.
Anyway, Persakov's experiment did not go as planned. The machine broke down just days after it was
Parang
activated.
share lang ah.
They tried to fix it, but the technologically illiterate Fatui soldiers completely ruined the machine. Even its most important component of all, the crystalline cores, got ejected and disappeared.
A testament to the importance of maintenance in all aspects of life. I believe we can all learn something from this.
Persakov may be a mad scientist, but he didn't want to see his subordinates suffer. Besides, if he didn't solve the problem, he would end up going insane as well. As a last resort, Persakov went out on his own to look for the cores. But he was just a sickly researcher, unfit for the task. He had to give up. Then, Persakov went searching for the soldiers who had gone mad and strayed from the group, and took them to a hidden cave.
I think that was where they were at the day we arrived on this island. Persakov was taking a strong Fatui soldier somewhere.
Yes, it took Persakov all of his strength to get all the missing soldiers into the cave.
Might niya
He
rin pala.
tried to snap them out of it with music and poetry, but nothing worked.
We came here once, but there was no one around. Come to think of it, that must have been the day Persakov was busy gathering the soldiers into the cave.
Oo nga.
There's good news and bad news written on the last few pages. The good news is, Persakov managed to figure out the location of the crystalline cores by piecing together the snippets of information he could get from the delirious soldiers. The bad news is Persakov failed to revive them and eventually succumbed to the device's influence himself. The last few pages of the manuscript are just unintelligible drunken scribbles. It appears that the responsibility for this issue now falls to my retainers and I. There's a map in the manuscript. The markings should indicate the locations of the crystalline cores.
Okay.
We've got no choice but to find the crystalline cores now!
Tatlo, no? May natin tong mga ano. Saan yun? Ito pala. The very first mirage. Ang angas. Let's go. I think pag in-edit ko to, kakat ko na lang. Siguro mabilis. Space nga pala yung pinipindot, nakakalimutan ko. Oh. May machine. How should I go and solve this one? Ano gagawin? Kukunin ko? Hey!
Time to go.
Walang galang na. Take left. Oh! Ano yun? Ano nangyayari? Rotate right. Saan ko itong ayusin? Wala namang
Time to go.
kahit anong pwedeng dalawin. Hindi ko nalaman ba yung mga chair dito? Wala naman. Ano to? Tama lang ba tong tutorial?
Rest and rebuild!
Paano? Manuscript lang to eh. Ay, wait. May gato pala. Okay. Okay, may pattern. Para siyang ano. Para siyang Morse code. So, dalawa pala yan. Saan yung isa? Ayun, no? Sabi na eh. Picture natin to for convenience. Okay. We'll be starting off with the... Okay, ganito. Since nasa baba ako. Kapag... Okay, right kapag... Okay. Isa... Isang left, tapos right ulit. There we go. Then sa kabila... Dalawang left, isang right. 1, 2, and 3. Ano nangyari? Ayan. Hindi.
Whirling snow!
Ulitin natin. Ayun. Baliktad ata ang ginawa kanina. Sheesh. One down. Okay. Dito muna tayo. Mga walang waypoint.
This should be one of the crystalline cores mentioned in the manuscript.
Pag-aaralin na natin para pagdating doon diretso na. Dito sa taas, dalawa siya. Okay. Okay. Right, left, tapos isang right, left. Okay. Okay, so meron dalawang pillars. Isa dito sa taas. Ayan dito sa baba, okay. So dito, right, left. Right, left. Then sa kabila would be right, left. Sheesh!
And here's the second one.
Oh, ganito pala itsura ng Eminar Christ pag malayo. And last one. Ito sa gitna. Ay, okay, tatlo siya. Ito na tayo sa parang tower. Tabi dito. Left, and right. Tapos dito tayo sa may bandang bato. Saan yun? Ito ba yun? Hindi, ito yung may camp eh. May isa pa dito. Ayun, sabi na eh. Sabi dito, right, left, and right. Dito sa last one would be tig-isa lang, isang right, isang left. Right and left. Sheesh. Let's go.
We found all the crystalline cores. Let's put them back into the machine.
Let's go. Puti, balik. No! Kaya ka, di tayo lumalangoy. Hindi uso sa atin yun, ha? Ay, pre, kami na nag-solve na tong, para sa'yo.
We've inserted
Ayun na.
all of the
Maayos
crystalline
na.
cores, Mona. Is that all we needed to do?
I think so. That's what the manuscript says, anyway.
Let's give it some time. Hopefully it'll return to normal.
Cooking barbecue. Ay, mga Fatui.
Someone's in our camp. Hey, who are you people? Hold on. Look at the machine. Is it fixed? What? But Mr. Persikov is still lying on the ground over there.
We're the ones who fixed the machine! Yeah, you're welcome!
We could have had a nice, relaxing vacation if all of this hadn't ended up occupying so much of our time.
Panis.
Apologize to me and my retainers at once.
Huh? Oh no, I'm out of here. Hey! Don't leave me here on my own. Mr. Persikov's still there. We need to save him.
Those two definitely seem a little more lucid now.
It looks like we succeeded.
Yay! Let's get out of here then! Paimon wants to spend the rest of this vacation back at our own camp.
You mean quiz camp?
Yeah, but it feels like our camp now. Kinda like our temporary home.
Then perhaps we should call it the Embassy of the Imanakreich and Dodoland.
Wawa.
Huh? No! That's too many words! Paimon would prefer something easy to remember. Come on, let's go home now.
Ganda na ulit, ah. Okay.
After coming home to a nice big meal, then having a long lie down, Paimon's finally starting to feel relaxed.
Is the hospitality of the Imanakreich to thy liking?
Paimon's loving it.
Wonderful. Main Fräulein invited you all here not only to witness the arrival of our Holy Land, but most importantly, she wished that you could all relax and enjoy the summer.
Great. Well, I've come to the right place. I love it here.
May this place become an eternal paradise.
Ang gawin kaso, ah.
Main Fräulein says she hopes to go on more adventures with you here in the future.
Of course. And you should come find me and Leo when you get the time. I'll show you around. Oh, also, my friend runs the best restaurant in Lille. I'm sure you'll love it. If you're into opera, you should go see Yunjin. She's the nicest person, and she likes making friends with new and interesting people. I'm sure the two of you will have plenty to talk about with your shared passion for theatrics.
Oh? If Lady Xinyan speaks so highly of it, then I must entertain the idea.
Traveler, I have a suggestion. There's a snack called roasted lavender melon in Inazuma, which goes rather well with fish. Why don't we roast some fruit and seafood for dinner tonight? Oh? Did you try it in Inazuma?
Panis.
That's
Shinobu
great.
cakes.
You know, I want to follow your example and travel around the world. Hopefully, I can also make good friends along the way. That means a lot coming from you.
Yee.
Ah, you're all here. I've noticed an issue. Although we've fixed the machine, as you can see, the mirages on the islands have still not disappeared.
I've noticed that too. But considering it took some time for the mirages to appear, it may also take some time for them to disappear.
Yes, that's definitely possible. In other news, my scryglass seems to be working fine now. The divination results are also looking about right. Although there are some parts in the results that I don't quite understand. It's as if there is some sort of power surrounding us.
Panis kay
And it's
Alice.
still watching us.
Do you think it's caused by the machine? Or perhaps Persikov?
Sorry, I'm also not sure. All I know is that the power is not hostile at the moment. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem to harbor any ill will toward us. Well, all Although there's nothing left to disturb us and we can finally kick back and enjoy our vacation, we still ought to be cautious while we're on these islands. I will keep seeing what the stars say every day.
I promised Fischl that I'd be her guard. I can help.
Good. I'll be counting on you. Goodness knows why those girls are so carefree about everything. I suppose it falls to me to be extra vigilant.
Oh, coming.
Ano? Dodo ko? Joke lang.
Oh, so we're gonna call the tone-deaf bard, right?
Well, hello there, strangers. You finally called. I thought you were having so much fun that you'd completely forgotten about me.
Nope. Oh, tone-deaf bard, a whole bunch of really strange things happened.
Dami nun.
A strange machine that can imitate the power of a god? Wow! I didn't know the Fatui had plans like that. Their imaginations are truly running wild.
So, judging from your tone, it sounds like you don't know any more about this than we do.
Alas, I am but a humble bard who sings for his Mora in the tavern. Why would I know anything about it?
Ugh, so annoying.
Tama nga naman.
But other than that, did you two have fun?
We did!
Cute
We ate
naman
a
ng
lot of
20.
yummy food and saw loads of amazing things! It was really cool!
That's good.
Cute
The
ni
point
20
of
ka, boys ko
traveling
lang.
is to record any feelings stirred along the way. As long as you had
Tama.
an unforgettable experience, this journey has served its purpose.
Panis. Oo nga.
As for the mysterious voice, although we don't know who it was, not only did she not harm you, she also helped you to gain a better understanding of each other, right? If you look at it that way, maybe she meant you well. I mean, if she was able to intercept Alice's communication tool, I'm sure she's also plenty capable of attacking you.
Yari.
Tone-deaf bard is right.
I'm glad to bring you some peace of mind. Just enjoy your vacation to the fullest. And don't forget to tell me all about the marvelous mirages when you get back.
Yes, sir.
I want to record all these beautiful memories and turn them into ballads. Every
Aw.
summer will become an unforgettable song.
Cute talaga ni 20. Nakakatawa.
Then I'll just wait for your return. Happy vacationing!
If Tone-deaf bard thinks it's okay, then maybe there's nothing to worry about. After all, Tone-deaf bard is still a god. We should probably trust him.
Indeed.
Let's head back. We don't want to keep everyone waiting. Hold on. Didn't Fischl say earlier that she's going to catch some crabs? Oh, Paimon wants to go too! Now you have solved the mystery.
What?
Doesn't it make you feel happy? Satisfied?
What?
Don't worry, I won't hurt you. I'm just a little bird that sometimes flies by these islands, and am now watching you from far, far away. I just so
Goosebumps
happen
na
to sense
naman.
power here that has something to do with me. I was curious, so I landed on the beach to quietly watch everything that took place on these islands. It was fascinating. The ones who came here to work were so busy, and yet I still saw genuine
Aw.
smiles on their faces from time to time. And then all of you arrived later on, bringing your glorious dreamscapes and wonderful willpower. Your dreams are like the pure and delicate bubbles floating on the water. The more beautiful the illusion, the more it fascinates me.
Oh.
I'm not able to travel myself, but I do admire free spirits like yourself. So, I helped them design a little something for you all. I hope you liked it.
Oh. Who are you?
As I said, I don't have an agenda. I'm just a little bird. I stopped here to admire your lives. Joys, sorrows,
oh
and
my
awe.
gosh.
You are a special person with a unique and brilliant glow. I decided to communicate with you in this way because I'm really curious about you. There's no need to wonder about my name. Maybe one day in the future, we will meet in another place. When that time comes, I think you'll be able to recognize me.
Sheesh.
Hey, what are you doing? The crabs don't catch themselves!
Nahipa ko lalo kay Kusanali ah. Uy, panis. Sheesh. Sheesh. Oh my god, grabe lupit. Well, I am indeed speechless, guys. Tingnan nyo naman. Lapin lupit. Nakahype ako kay Kusanali, parang magugustuhan ko talaga yung personality niya. Regardless of the, kahit anong gameplay man yan, kahit pangit yung, yung kit. Gusto ko pulan yun. Okay. The grind starts now. Anyway guys, so that would be the end of the Summertime Odyssey, the whole event. And it has been done, ilang araw yun? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, 5 days in a row. Grabe tuloy-tuloy, ngayon lang to. Samantalang dati every 2 or 3 days nilalabas yung consecutive parts ng story. Pero ngayon, anyway, that's me for you guys. Very unexpected and napakaganda na tong event. So ayun, kita-kits ulit sa mga susunod nating video guys, and thank you so much for watching this series, and I hope mag-enjoy din kayo sa Summertime Odyssey ninyo. And ayun guys, thank you so much y'all. Goodbye.